One Piece, it's time! I'm so excited. The last 4 episodes were, like, last video was just, it was so good. It was such a good group of episodes. I mean, this arc has been so great so far. I'm really excited to see where they're going with it. By the way, just to, like, handle things at the start, his name is Silver's Rayleigh. His name is Silver. He's Gold Roger's second hand. Gold, Silver. I didn't. Someone had to point it out to me on Patreon. I didn't get it. I didn't even see the pun there. That's genius. Gold and Silver. I mean, do they ever navigate it called Bronze? I don't know. But man, just that, I can't believe I didn't get that. But yeah. Anyway, I'm so keen to jump into this. I don't know exactly where the story's going, you know? I mean, there's a lot going on, and we're setting up some really cool storylines. I mean, I think basically kind of some of the last thing we heard was that the Ace is going to be publicly executed. So, man, I don't know though. Like, if Luffy was told about that, right? Like, Ace is going to be publicly executed. Someone tells Luffy that. What does he do then? Because we know what his feelings were up until this point, but do they change now knowing that? Because, like, he can believe in Ace, but he's doing all of this because he wants to be king of the pirates. Surely he also believed or believes in Gold Roger, right? And Gold Roger was publicly executed. Like, he was theoretically the greatest pirate of all time, and even he, you know, lost to this in a way, you know? So maybe, I don't know. Anyway, this is a lot of discussion for the intro of the video. Normally I save this for the discussion sections of the video. Hi, welcome, I'm Gent. If you're new to this channel, I hope you enjoy these videos, and please make sure to support them if you can. I'm a small channel and I really want to be able to keep doing these videos, and the only way I can do that is if you guys continue to support me. So make sure to like the video, comment down below. I love reading your comments, no matter how long, no matter how in-depth you go to the characters, as long as you're not spoiling me on anything. I love reading them, and as long as you're not being mean either. Don't be mean, please. I'm a sensitive guy, please. And subscribe to the channel if you can as well. And if you want the full-length reactions as well as early access, you can go to my Patreon account, which is in the description below. That will have the full-length versions of these reactions, and you can get the next 16 or so episodes on there right now. So it's absolutely worth it, and it also gives you all of those same features and extra things for my regular Gent Watches reaction channel. So it's so much value. It is genuinely a huge great value for what I'm currently offering it as, which is extremely cheap. It might go up in the future, but as of right now, the price is very cheap, so go check it out. All right, let's jump into One Piece. This is episode 396. Let's do it. One Piece, woo! Be aware, it's dangerous. Who's gonna be one of us? To the west, to the east, gotta find my way and sail away all the way to One Piece. Anyway, as I was saying, recap Rubik's. Gosh, if you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and I try to beat the recap speed of my Rubik's Cube solving, which isn't really that fast, but it's fast enough to beat recaps. Thing is, those people who are like really good at solving Rubik's Cubes, like, probably laugh at my technique and my speed, but luckily it's not that many people who know how to solve Rubik's Cubes, so there aren't as many people laughing at me. I've never had anyone on these videos make fun of my Rubik's Cube technique yet. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I gotta kind of give them props. Their recaps haven't been that long recently. I almost got it. I just had the corners to go. Oh, that's right, Pasha. Oh. Oh, this fucking dude's here. I had his name somewhere. Shalros, I think. Maybe you should walk yourself then. Yep. Oh god. Why do you want a mermaid? Just for eye candy? Oh, I guess they're so fast in the water, that also would probably help. Captain of a pirate ship. I also like that Disco says all the numbers in English. Sounds weird him going, entry 16, wa? La Cuba? Oh my god. Other than the generic pirate hat, he looks cool. I mean, the pirate hat looks kind of cool as well. It's just so generic. Oh shit. What did he do? Bite his own tongue? Did he? He might have just killed himself. Yes, he did. Jesus. Woo! Damn, man. I see people do that in media. I can't imagine it. That's terrifying. Can the doctor do anything? Okay. The Straw Hats are probably going to be in a bidding war with Shao Ross. Oh my god, Zoro, Jesus! Bring me to number 1. Yes, good. Here we go. Why are they only showing a silhouette? Oh, is that just to build up? Now they're gonna pull off the top? Yeah, okay. I just have such a pit in my stomach. I think people cheer at the idea of like having her as a servant. Yeah, good. Oh no! I feel like we're not gonna be able to get it with 200 million. Go 40 million to start with. What the fuck? 500 million? No. What the fuck, man? I also like how there's a big circle around Law, Trafalgar Law. Like people aren't sitting near him. Jesus Christ, this guy. Oh. Oh god. Oh my god. So frustrating. This arc is good at getting the viewer pissed the fuck off. Oh, Hachi. Yeah, the collar is a big problem. Oh my god, Luffy's almost here. Oh, seeing her tears even though she's in water, you know? Oh, he smashed through! Oh. That's right, he thought the Sunny was on Grove 1. Oh. You gotta be careful, Luffy. The collar. I love that Luffy's just all in. Like, I know it's a bad idea, but I just love his... I love how much he cares. Oh yeah, now. Yeah, now here comes their racism. Oh god. My god, so many horrible people. Oh. Oh? Who'd he shoot? Wait, Hachi? No. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh my god. Luffy's gonna kill everyone in this room. Oh my god. Oh god! Luffy! Hachi's still trying to save him. Oh. Oh my god. That's true. He did make that promise. Oh. What a fucking cool illustration that is. Oh. 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 Luffy grabbing his hand. Oh. No. Oh shit. What's he gonna do? I actually can't predict what he's gonna do now. On one hand, he did promise. On the other, if there's anyone that deserves it. Holy shit! Oh my god. I think I'm just going back through the entire show so far in my head. I think that could have been Luffy's hypest moment in the show so far. We're almost 400 episodes in. I'm not necessarily saying Luffy's best moment, because he's had a lot of those. But in terms of pure hype, I don't know if I felt that from Luffy as much as I did just now. Oh, wow. That was a hell of a moment. And you know what? Episode 396, we're not quite at episode 400. So I'm like, you know, there's still the top 5, you know, because I always make top 5s for each group of 100 episodes. That moment, I mean, oh gosh. I like, oh man. Okay. Give me a sec, because I have to recover. I've got so much adrenaline rushing through my veins right now. I really loved that episode. And that was such a great Luffy moment. And the way they drew it and the way they animated it. I mean, it's funny that I watched Monsters 103, which is like the One Piece prequel type thing, recently on my channel, because there was that moment like in the final fight of that OVA where Ryuma and the other dude like fighting, and they go to like black and white for the big like important moment or whatever, and so it's just like a weird black and white sketch just for that moment. They did that same thing here where it's like a black and white sketch when he goes in for the punch, you know. Yeah, no, this discussion might take me a second, because I just need to let it rush through me. I mean, that was brilliantly done. Brilliantly set up. Like, it's funny. From the second that Hachi said, you can't mess with a celestial dragon, from the second that happened, I knew where the story was going. Like, I knew that it was going to be, okay, the celestial dragon's going to be absolute scumbags, and they're going to do something really horrible that Luffy can't stand by, and he goes in and messes with them or attacks one, even though, like, he promised not to, right? I knew exactly that thing was going to happen. Exactly. And it made it no less effective. Like, it was still so effective, because even though I knew it was gonna happen, the build-up and the situation is just like I can totally, I think a lot of viewers would have had the same feeling of like, I don't care what the repercussions are at this point. I just, like, this needs to happen. Like, we at least I guess I'll speak for myself, but I think a lot of viewers would have this as well. I just have that tunnel vision, that the same tunnel vision that Luffy has of like, there's nothing else that matters right now. There's like so much going on, but all that matters in this very moment is making sure this one motherfucker, Charlos, make sure he gets his just desserts, because he is a monstrous scumbag. Oda did this so well. And you know what? It's really cool that the straw that broke the camel's back, that the tipping point of this was Hachi being shot. Hachi! I mean, tell that to me back in Arlong Park. I would have been like, what? I don't care. Hachi gets shot? Okay, sure. But they did such a great job at bringing him back, showing that, you know, he's dumb, but he does have remorse for it. He is trying to be better. And he has this beautiful relationship with Kami that, like, is really sweet and amazing, and he cares about her so much. But he also cares about the Straw Hats, and he's trying to stop them from getting into trouble, but also wants to get Kami back, and he's trying to juggle all of this at once, while also suffering against, like, the discrimination of all the people around him. And even when he gets shot, even when he's on the floor bleeding out, he's still trying to save Luffy and say, like, you promised, like, it's my fault, I have to atone for the things I did. Like, I'm so impressed he made Hachi a character that I really like. Remember the cover story reaction? If you haven't seen my reactions, by the way, I've got more cover stories I have to watch apparently, but if you haven't seen my reaction to the cover stories of One Piece, I did a reaction to all the ones I was allowed to watch at the time, which is like 6 cover stories or something, I can't remember. Or maybe it was more, I don't know. There was several cover stories I watched. And while I was watching that, I was talking about how a lot of the cover stories are about characters I don't care about. Like, I really don't. And Hachi was one of them, and I was like, a Hachi one. And Hachi's was actually one of my least favorite cover stories. The only thing I liked about Hachi's cover story, really, was Kami. I thought Kami was cute. And I was like, that seems like a cute character. But the rest of the cover story, I was like, I don't care about this, whatever, you know? Like, I mean, I was enjoying it while I was watching it, but like, as soon as I finished watching it, it went out of my brain. I did not think about it ever again, because it was like, I don't care. It's Hachi. Like, he's a dude that I didn't care too much when he was on screen, like, anything about him, you know? He was kind of funny sometimes, and that was really it. He wasn't even in the live action, right? And I didn't mind. I know Matt. No, not Matt. Yeah, Matt Owens, the guy who's the showrunner. I know he said that they originally had a Hachi vs Zoro fight in the live action that they weren't able to do because they were shrunk from 10 episodes to 8 episodes, and so they had to cut out some of the Arlong Park stuff and Logtown. And some of the Arlong Park stuff that they cut out was Hachi vs Zoro, and so Hachi didn't end up being in the show. And I did not care. Like, I was like, yeah, that would have been cool, but I don't know, like, I don't need a Hachi vs Zoro fight that badly. It doesn't really matter that much to me. Like, we had some really cool Zoro fights in the show anyway. And so, like, just giving Sanji the Fishman karate, you know, fight Kurobi, right? That was his name, the Fishman Karate guy. Just giving him that fight and that being, you know, and giving Usopp, you know, a part of his fight against Chu. That was really what mattered to me. I didn't really care too much. But like now, I care now. Man, I'm just looking at my notes. And yeah, I mean, Kami was bid on for 500 million, but I don't know what's gonna happen now. I really don't. Man, okay, my adrenaline's starting to wear off now. I can feel it. It's crazy when you can feel that adrenaline. I get hype, like, I look for hype in shows, but there's different kinds of hype. There's hype that I get, like, that I actually do, you know, I know I'm hyped, but I don't feel it running through my veins. And then there's hype that I do feel running through my veins. There's very particular shows that can get me hype. It's not necessarily it has to be the best show, right? Because some of the best shows don't get me hype, and some of the shows that get me hype aren't the best shows. But there's but it is a beautiful thing when a show can do that to me. And I will tell you what shows can do that to me. Haikyuu, which, as if you watched my my live stream that I did with Sammy SY, I said Haikyuu is my favorite anime of all time, and I'm sticking to that. Haikyuu is still my favorite anime. I love Haikyuu, and that show gets me freaking hyped. That show gets me so hyped. And I will say, you know, what's it called? My Hero gets me really hyped. You know, I genuinely get super hyped at My Hero because I'm super attached to those characters. You can watch my season 6 reactions of My Hero and see me get really hyped at certain points in that. Blue Lock, I have reactions to Blue Lock as well. That show got me hyped as well. So like, there's a lot of sports anime, like really good sports anime can do it. But there's some really good shows and like really good action shows that don't get that sort of feeling in me. Like I love Jujutsu Kaisen, and there can be there's some incredible stuff in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a really, really great show. I don't know if I've had that like rushing through my veins make me want to scream hype in Jujutsu Kaisen. I've had like a, whoa, this is really fucking cool, that sort of moment, but it hasn't like gone through my veins. I don't think, not from memory, you know? So like, that's just to show, you know, I don't think necessarily Jujutsu Kaisen is a worse show than other things that I've named, right? But it just doesn't have that flowing through my veins. This had that. And this, like, honestly, I don't know if One Piece has gotten to the point where I've had that much adrenaline running through me up until now. And it wasn't even like a fight scene. It was just an emotional scene, but they got me hyped with it. Oh man, we're taking too long to discuss. I'm sorry. That was a really long discussion and I wasn't really saying anything. So let's just move on to the next episode. Episode 397 of One Piece. Let's bloody do it. Life is adventurous. Be aware it's dangerous. We're the pirate of the mass. To the west, to the east. Gotta find my way, sail away all the way to One Piece. What is this? Holy shit! I just reached for my recap Rubik's. But there's a new intro. Like a new recap thing. Whoa. Oh. Oh. This is so cool. Cool. Cool little intro. Okay, recap Rubik's. That was really cool. Okay, that's recap Rubik's Cube done 1. Hello? That's number 1 done. Let's try to do number 2. I doubt I can do it in time. In fact, I know I can't. Okay, that's the end of the recap. I only got one side. See? Not much. Don't look at the title! I feel like at this point in the show it's gonna get really spoilery, these titles. He's got a Luffy fist mark on his face. Oh, the Straw Hats are ready. Law approves of it. Oh, the other pirates actually kind of approve of it. Zoro was ready to do it. What a fucking crew, man! They're all on board. Oh, Law's not going anywhere. Yeah! Yes, indeed. What are you gonna do, Silvers? Yeah! Hell yeah. Oh my god, Nami! Okay, you prepared it all. Nice. You have an advantage on that because they're wearing metal armor. That was a D&D joke. Yeah, be as mad as you want, dude. He brought this on himself. Battle axe! Oh man, what admiral are we gonna get? I imagine we're getting one. Rengoku? The bussy girl. The panties guy. Oh my god, Usopp. Oh, nice, Robin. With the trouble that's going on there, Usopp, you kind of don't want to be there right now. Okay, Marines are here. Okay. I wonder who's here. Now, honestly, I know Rengoku's... Wait, is it Rengoku or Sengoku? I can't remember. I know his name. I don't really remember what he looks like. Okay. Oh. Alright. She's free, but she's still got the collar. Other than put the collar on her. I love how much other pirates kind of respect him. Like they see why he's so dangerous. Oh my god, those wings are crazy. That's so insane. I forgot about that already. Immediately break some necks. Yeah, good. I like the idea that Chopper now just carries around a bunch of milk. Just snapping necks. I respect it. Like, it works. So she just does it all the time. Oh, that's fine. You can just snipe from here. No, let him snipe from there. He had the high ground. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's true. That's Trafalgar Law. Oh, you blushed. That's cute. Law, you are so cool. He's got a great voice. I don't know if Kid and Luffy are gonna get along, but Law and Luffy might. Oh my god, you'll get yourself killed if you do that, lady. Oh my god. Well, I don't feel bad for Disco. Come on, yeah, I mean Usopp. This should be you. Oh. Whoa! Haki? The sound effect kind of sounded like Haki, I think? Now, was it Silver's? Or was it Luffy's? If it is Haki. They're showing Luffy. No, it was Silver's. I think. Oh. And he saved the cute girl again. Maybe Silver's is my spirit animal. He stole money and is now going back to gambling. Oh, interesting. I didn't notice his chin before. He's got a weird chin. Oh. They got the collars off? Aww. He's nice. Is he assessing the situation? He's like, oh, I've got it. I know what's going on. He did. He just assessed the situation by looking at it. Oh. Oh, shit, man. He knocks out everyone in the room that's his enemy. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's a cool shot. Oh, shit. These are some premiere golden juicy chocolate covered episodes. I love them. Whoo, man. It's just absolutely delicious. I'm eating up everything Oda's cooking right now. This is so good. This is so good. Oh. This is great. This is gonna... This arc so far feels like it's gonna be competing with Water 7 for my favorite arc. This is exactly the sort of stuff I want out of One Piece, I feel like. Oh, man. Oh, I'm just... Sorry, once again, I'm just like letting the episode wash over me. And it's times like these that I am so happy that I started One Piece, because I would not be here right now feeling this good after watching an episode if it weren't for One Piece. Like, I have friends who I don't have that many friends that watch One Piece. I have a few, but not that many. And so I tend to like gush over One Piece, and people just kind of laugh, not at me, but just like, oh, haha, he's obsessed with One Piece or whatever. You know, it's just like, it's sort of like a classic, like dismissive, oh yeah, whatever. It's funny because he's an anime fan that likes One Piece, whatever. But like just watching these episodes, there's not much else like it. I can't think of any other show that gives me this sort of feeling. Because there's so many complex feelings going on, and it's great, and it works because we're so many episodes into the show, and everything's been built up so well, and it always so interesting. Oh man, yeah, cool episode. I love that all the Straw Hat crew were just on board from the start of this episode. Like, they saw Luffy punch him. None of them bothered to be like, Luffy, what are you doing? Do you know what's going to happen now or whatever? None of them bothered to do that. Maybe 200 and something episodes ago, they would have done something like that. Not anymore. Like, everyone implicitly trusts him and knew this was coming and understands. And so they all went, ah, well, can't be helped. Let's do it. Like, they're all on board. And that's why the Straw Hats are such a great crew. Like, they know it. They believe in their captain. They trust him. And I also like that Zoro was like, damn it, you punched him. I was going to cut him. Like, I was going to do much worse to him if you didn't do that. So I really like that. Seeing the celestial dragon sort of like flounder around, and I mean, obviously this happens in real life as well with people like this, but like act like, you know, that they're the biggest victims in the world because of what happened, and they're shocked and like frustrated and angry, and like they don't go to fear, you know, they don't reflect on their mistakes. They immediately turn to anger and entitlement. I mean, you see it all the time with like videos of like, you know, people at restaurants and at fast food places and stuff, like yelling at the employees, like just those sorts of people who just seem like utter scumbags. And when they're proven wrong, or when, you know, there's like someone, or when someone like when they like go to attack someone, but the person just like flips it around on them, and they immediately start like screaming and whining and crying and like talking about how they were assaulted and stuff when they were the ones that like do the first move, you know? It's like those sorts of people are so entitled, they can't see any fault within themselves, and they can't like, and they get the frustration, like this is something that kids get, you know, like the frustration of like, this hurt me, and so everyone should have to care about it. Like that's what 5-year-olds feel, and it's hard as a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old to overcome that feeling. But when you're an adult, it's kind of up to you to handle that feeling, you know? I understand that's a feeling that people do sort of naturally get, is like when they feel pain, whether it's emotional or physical or whatever, like there's an immediate negative emotion that comes with it. And for some people it's sadness, for some people it's anger. For me it's anger, which is like, I don't like that part of myself, but I think I'm getting better and better at handling it. I've never like attacked anyone or anything. I wouldn't do that. But like I know that's my initial negative feeling when something goes wrong for me, is anger. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I think that's with a lot of men as well, tend to default to anger, when a lot of women tend to default to sadness. I'm not saying all women or all men are like that, but that's just like what I've found a lot with men and women that I know. And it sucks because I mean they both kind of suck to default to, you know. But I feel like anger is like something that you really need to rein in when you feel it like that. And seeing these characters, they have that instant negative emotion, but they're so spoiled that they don't know, they can't like take a step back and go like, hang on, okay, these are pirates, we should do what they want. We should think about, okay, maybe he got punched in the face because he just shot one of their friends, you know, like maybe that's the mistake. Like maybe at that point, if you're smart, you go into, okay, hold on, okay, yes, you're right, he shot one of your friends, let's talk about this, you know. And then like I feel like they would be a more reasonable person if they did that, but then later, maybe after they've thought about it a bit, wanted to get revenge, or like wanted to see them captured or whatever. But in the moment is like, okay, I know why this is happening, let's calm down for a second. But they don't do that. They're entitled, they're fuckers, they're like, okay, no, fuck you, we're gonna try to kill your mermaid, you know, like let's go over there and try to kill her. It's not gonna help their situation. That's the thing, is like, if, what's her name, I've got her name somewhere on here, Shaoria. If Shaoria had shot Kami, okay, if she had, her situation gets no better. In fact, it gets a whole lot worse. She's doing that purely out of blind revenge, blind rage, because they're not getting what they want, you know? Luffy didn't kill, as far as I know, Luffy didn't kill Charlos. He's not dead. He was punched. Like, he just took a punch. He might be unconscious, but he's not dead. I mean, you could say Hachi's not dead either, but that's a different thing. Like, a gun and a punch are are different things and had different intentions to them. And if she had shot Kami, she dies. Shaoria dies. Like, all of the Straw Hats would have released that move. They were all lining up. Nami was lining up a thunder tempo. Robin was about to snap her neck, or, you know, I mean, she's done some, like, do you remember what she did to Franky? She grabbed his fucking nuts, you know? Like, I know Shaoria probably doesn't have testicles to grab, but, I mean, I don't know what it feels like if your ovaries are crushed, but maybe Robin could do that. There's a lot of horrible things that could have happened to her because they were all lining up their shots. Franky was pointing a gun at her. Usopp was pointing his stick at her. So, yeah, it would have been bad for her if she did that. And it wouldn't have helped her at all. If anything, Rayleigh saved her by using, I think, Haki on her, right? So that was insane, and I like him a lot. Really, he seems very cool. I can totally see how he'd be second in command to Gold Roger. And I also really like Law. Law is a cool ass character. Like, the way, I mean, it's classic anime stuff, but the way he's just like chilling back while this whole thing's happening. He didn't evacuate when others did, and he knows the Marines are here, and he's not getting out of there, you know. Like, even Kid feels like he's standing near the door. It feels like even Kid is ready to get out of there if he needs to, you know, but Law just does not care. And I like that Law has like a little bear that's following, like a little bear crewmate. And at one point, Luffy talked about him and he blushed and looked to the side. I love that bear. I love him. I know nothing about him, but he's like a great character. So, yeah, anyway. Oh, my throat is gonna be dead by the end of this video because of how much I'm yelling and gushing about it. But let's move on to the final episode. I'm just writing the note on the final episode. Let's move on to the final episode we're doing in this video, episode 398. Here we go. Life is adventurous. Be aware it's dangerous. Gotta find my way, sail away all the way to One Piece. Oops. Hang on. I threw my glasses and they hit the button and it changed the time, so the syncing will be off if I don't do this. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. This music is very cool. Okay, that's Cube 1 complete. And Cube 2 was already almost done from last time and I forgot to reset it, so... But actually, I might not even have time to finish it still. I didn't. Wow. Don't look, it's gonna spoil me. That guy's head is so big. Okay. He's going to Fishman Island. I need to check his name again. Okay, you're not happy with the fact that we did that. Makes sense, I guess. Capone is the one going, I think. It's interesting seeing all their reactions to this. Oh, okay. Mari Jois, I think is how it's pronounced. Or something like that. Mary Jois. No, we're not trying to get in trouble with you guys. Right, Sengoku's the one with the glasses. Well, the dorky glasses. Okay. Alright, which one are you? I think someone told me all the names of the admirals and I don't remember most of them. There's where Rayleigh got out. Oh! Wait! This is Doflamingo's operation? Did we know that? I certainly didn't pick up on that. Interesting. Okay. So he's fighting in this like war? This war against the Whitebeard pirates, I guess? Yeah! Oh god. This is an insane arc. I can't believe Oda is making all this happen at once. It's amazing. Kizaru. Yes, yes, please. It's okay. He removed his own collar. He'll be right. She'll be right. Aww. He's trying hard. I guess they didn't see that Rayleigh was one of the people with a collar on. So it makes sense that they wouldn't believe it. He's confident. Poor Kami. Must be so scary for her. Nico Robin was not frightened. And Luffy seems confident. Oh, Franky got the keys. She's fine. He did it. So how did he do it? It blew up, but he made it so it didn't damage her or something? How? Can he somehow make people like invincible or something? That would make him a good right-hand man to Gold Roger, you know? He's a good friend. I think Luffy can just like sense that Rayleigh is incredible. Yes. I'm so glad they're getting freed. Yeah, it's an interesting line. Yep. So the Haki could have hurt them if they weren't that strong? Ray-san. Cute. Oh, no problem. He's our friend too. It's so cool that one of Gold Roger's crew knows us. We're not holding him hostage. That's true, you didn't leave. Why? Oh, right, that makes sense. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Both Kid and Luffy are going out to... Oh, all three of them are. None of them get along. It's really funny. They're not trying to work together, but they will be. Oh. Yeah. She's happy she went there. That's good. It's gonna be hard not to draw attention. You're a giant, but good luck. Oh shit! Whoa! Okay. What? What? What the hell? He can chop other people? Oh, this is crazy. Oh my god. This poor Marine. Oh my god. Yeah, you shouldn't be firing. Don't fire mortars at Luffy. He's using them as weapons against you. You gotta use swords against him. I know it's hard to get in close because he does that as well, but I guess now they're trying to fire a little shorter so he can't hit the trajectory. Oh man. Is it like magnetism? And then repel them all really quick. Yep. Whoa, and they like fire as they go into the air. This guy still just ahead. I don't know. Law's holding a head. I feel like Law's is the weirdest. Kids is kind of normal. Wow, that episode, oh my god. I've already recorded for a long time, but it really does not feel like it. These episodes are going by so quickly. Wow. Just when it's like back-to-back lore and cool battles and cool characters and great character moments and progression in the story. Excuse me. Like, there's nothing like it. It's amazing. Okay, so let's see what information we got. Capone is going to Fishman Island. So that makes me think that he's going to be like, we're gonna see him in whenever we get to Fishman Island, which now feels like that's gonna be ages away. I can finally see, I mean, you know, obviously I've been saying this the past few episodes or whatever, but I can finally see why it's going to take us a while to get to Fishman Island, because I was thinking this the whole time, like, how? We're like so close to Fishman Island, how are they going to delay it or whatever? Now we've got so many problems that I completely understand. There's so much going on that I get it. Like, we can't get to Fishman Island anytime soon. It's so busy right now, but he's going there right now. So I feel like they're setting that up because when we get there, he's going to be either a problem or an ally of us. I feel like he'll be a problem because he doesn't seem like a great guy. Like, he doesn't seem like a friendly pirate. It's also interesting because Bonnie in this episode was like, that fucking douche. Like, I'm gonna kill him. I hate him. Like, she seemed really pissed off at Luffy because Luffy got in the way. I mean, it does make sense to me because earlier she saved Zoro, right? And because she didn't want to create this whole troubled situation, so she purposefully got Zoro out of that shitstorm. But then in these last few episodes, these other pirates that were at the auction stood back and watched, and even watched with a smile as Luffy like attacked celestial dragons and did all this crazy shit. So clearly most of the supernovas don't care that much about what other pirates do, and if they're attacking the celestial dragons or whatever, they don't really care that much. So it seems like mostly Bonnie who wanted to stay out of that shitstorm and have it not happen. She is the one who cares about those unwritten rules or whatever, by the looks of it. And now she's pissed about that. We saw Doflamingo in this episode, and he sort of confirmed that what's going to happen in this upcoming like war, if it happens, is the warlords of the sea versus the Whitebeard pirates, which is really interesting because that also implies that the Whitebeard pirates are so strong that they that the government are, you know, getting all of the warlords of the sea to go into action, which is crazy. That's insane. Like that means a lot. That's a lot of power. And so I think that's so interesting and cool. So yeah, that's awesome. We got Kizaru is coming to, he's the admiral who's coming to stop this. I'm curious to see what makes him so powerful, you know? I mean, we've kind of only seen Aokiji in action and kind of Garp, but Garp's a vice admiral, so Garp's not even... sometimes I might accidentally get confused and call Garp an admiral, but he's a vice admiral. I gotta remember that. We've only seen Aokiji from the admirals, and Aokiji was insanely strong. So I wonder if he's that's the average admiral strength, or if he's on the higher end of the admiral strength bargain. What does that mean? He's on the spectrum, I guess is the word I meant to use. I don't know. I feel like I feel like he's on the slightly higher end. Like, I feel like he'll be like the second strongest or something, you know? Like, there's still someone ahead of him, but he's still like stronger than average. That's what I feel like, but I don't know that for sure. I've got nothing really to base that on except just a prediction based on how I feel like the story would go. And also, like, in the same way that when they wanted to introduce the Warlords of the Sea, they show Hawkeye. Even though he's seemingly one of the strongest warlords, they show him first to show, like, this is sort of the potential of warlords. And then you can go down to a weaker one like Gecko Moria, and it's fine because we know how strong they can be. So yeah, they said it was Rayleigh's Haki in this episode, and I want to learn more about it. They keep teasing it more and more and showing like little bits of it here and there, but I need more lore. Give me more lore on it. Speaking of lore, Lore, let's talk about Law, Law, and Kid and Luffy all going out there like fighting over who's gonna be the one to like save them and take out all the Marines and stuff. I really like, because I said I felt like Luffy would get along with Law but not get along with Kid. It seems like he doesn't get along with either of them really, because they all kind of act very similar to one another. They all have that sort of captain's pride, and they're just like, no, I'll do it. Don't worry, you guys go back. But because of that, they're all fighting, and so it's pretty intense and awesome. So it seems like Kid has some sort of magnetic power type thing where he can draw things into himself and then repel them. So that seems very powerful. I wonder if it's actually magnetism, like if he can only do it with like metal type stuff, or if he can do it with other stuff, you know, like can he draw in a person and fire them even if they're not wearing metal? I don't know. And then you have Law, who his power was much more confusing and much harder to understand, because he seemed to take a guy's head off and replace it with a cannonball or something. It was confusing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch him more in action to see how the hell his power works. But I think it's really funny that he could keep the guy alive, have his head, and is just like throwing his head up in the air the entire time. Like there's no reason for him to be doing that really. He's just fucking around. So that seems very interesting as well. Oh man, so much. I'm just gonna wrap up this video there. I'm tired as hell. So much of a reaction that I was doing. I had to record. There was another video I was gonna record today. Excuse me. I feel like I'm too exhausted after this video to do that other video, so I might have to change around my schedule. I'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, or an exclusive video. You can get the next at least 16 episodes or so on there right now. But comment down below if you've forgotten. Go right now and comment down below your thoughts on the episode, on my reaction, your favorite parts, stuff like that. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.